a lot of women are a reflection of their men. So a lot of women, especially if they're not completely broken, let's say you've had a girl, she's had 3 or 4 boyfriends, whatever.
How many times have you been truly in love?
I'm not sure. I've never been, there's never been a period of my life from the age of 15 to now where I've not had a woman who I consider myself in love with. I've never had a period of loneliness ever.
Wow.
Men are interested in innocence. It's innocence that men find appealing. This is what most people understand.
Yeah.
Women don't even know what men find attractive.
What do you think girls want from men?
Good question. Do you want the truth or a lie?
A lie. Of course.
Of course, they all say truth. You can tell them the truth and they cry. What women want from men? Well, the first thing we have to understand is that it depends, right?
I'm totally for a guy being serious, like with the woman, taking care of the woman. I get that.
Okay.
But what I'm against is a guy going out there and hurting women.
I don't lie. I'm not a liar. Difference between a real G and a simp is once she no longer adheres to your creeds, once she no longer is benefiting your life in real time, once she shows disrespect for your generosity, instead of continuing to give to her, and instead of continuing to chase her, and continuing to allow her to benefit from who you are as a man, without complimenting you. Because every single woman, no matter whether she's from Poland, Ukraine, or the United States, is built. You do not find good women. The idea you're going to go out there and just stumble upon some perfect creature, that's a fallacy. And that's a fallacy you need to remove from your mind instantly.
Yes, you build a good relationship, you do not find it. It's not, there's no such thing as a turnkey relationship.
Correct. Absolutely. You have to build it, and that means you have to be man enough to build one, right? That's just the reality of it. So all these people who are out there constantly looking for a girl who behaves perfectly. And I've heard some stupid advice from a bunch of other people. The actual infidelity act really isn't that a big deal. And females are biologically designed to share a top tier male. If they truly believe you're that guy, they're going to understand it. I'll tell you something now. A lot of women are a reflection of their men. So we talk about finding good girls. I don't think you really necessarily find a good girl. You find a girl who's not yet completely broken, and you're man enough to make her be a good girl for you.
Yeah.
That's a lot of women are reflections of their men. So I would argue a real G finds good girls all day long. I'm a very nice man, but I'm nice conditionally. Oh, I told your ass not to go out, you don't go out. I told you to stop hanging around with them girls, you stopped hanging around with them girls. I told you to keep my house clean, you kept my house clean. Cool, let's go for dinner, I'm gonna look after you. Because if you look at, they always say nice guys finish last, and most beautiful women could get a nice guy who will do anything they want and give them all his money and be loyal and love them, but women don't want it.
But don't
So,
you think,
they don't want this dude.
but nice girls feel like they finish last as well, because
Nice
that
girls don't finish
girl,
last.
no, because the girl that doesn't post and doesn't have a BBL and doesn't have a
I
guy
disagree with that.
doesn't
A
see
girl
her.
will always find a man.
Do you think so?
Always.
Women seem to want to date men who are at that absolute top tier of status who they can't control. That's who women choose. Let's forget, like, would I date me? That's who women choose. Let's look at who women as a whole are choosing. I've never had even 3 days when I couldn't. Wow, 5, never, ever.
So
ever.
you've never really been alone in your life.
Well, no, I've never needed to be.
So do you?
I could be, and I'm saying I could take a week away and go by myself somewhere. I'm saying I've never had a period where I didn't have a girl who was in love with me ever.
What do you look for in your dream girl?
I think innocence is attractive. Obviously, that's the first thing. Nobody wants a female that lacks innocence. Innocence also comes with a lack of experience to some degree. You like a woman you can show the world to and be her first conduit to many beautiful things in the world. Yeah. Of course, it depends. It depends on how old the woman is, what part of her life she's in. If she's looking for excitement, adventure, or she's looking for a family and to settle down, it completely depends. But in general, if a woman is going to dedicate herself to a man, then that man has to be all-encompassing. He has to be a man who can fix most of her problems. He needs to provide stability and safety, which everybody knows, but not many people consider that he also has to provide drama for her. He also has to be entertaining for her. Who you are as a man.
Are you not honest with your girl?
No, but okay. So let's stay here for one thing at a time. Firstly, I want to destroy the myth of females pretending they want honesty, because they don't. So when you're honest with women, you get just headache on both sides. They don't want honesty. When you come to a woman with honesty, it's just they're not ready to handle it. They are not prepared for it, and it also lowers your status as a man. I don't have to sit there and say, "Hey, I'm going to do this." This is a bit of a crazy theory. I don't think women respect men without other women. Yep. I really think that my girls now, as much as they complain that they'd love to be the only one, would respect me less if they were actually the only one. If I gave them what they wanted, they'd be less happy than they are now because they wouldn't respect me the same. Women try very, very hard for you to idolize them. They want to look beautiful. They want you to look at them and think they're amazing. If you're trying to say your choices will lower your value in my eyes, and they truly love you, they're not going to take the choice, right? I think nice guys are trying harder than she'll admit, but she just ignores them all. It's kind of funny for me because every time I meet women who are attractive physically, they're like, oh yeah, Andrew, he's not a big deal. The women who hate me are whenever you show, when someone does a video on Andrew Tate, I can look at the thumbnail and go, she likes me. She's hot. Yeah. I don't want to take responsibility away from men, but women have always been the gatekeepers. Men have always been men. I think if you look at any period of history in any part of the world, no matter what the culture, if men had unlimited access to sex, they'd take it. What actually amazes me is that women go through the world and they're so concerned with how they look, but they have no understanding on a basic level of what men find attractive in women. And I know that for a fact because every single time I sit with a chick and talk to her, especially for the first time or on a date or something. And this is the problem with most men today. They'll do exactly what I just said. The girl will go anyway, prove they have no respect for the dude, and then he won't do anything about it.
Yeah.
And he won't do anything about it, and he'll just go, okay, maybe next time. And that's not how it works. And